In today's video, we're going to look into a scenario in which America goes psychotic. But arguably, you could say they're already gone psychotic. Tariff you, tariff you, tariff you, and also tariff you. You don't want tariffs? Well, tariff you. Even penguins. Yeah, arguably. Penguins. Well, who doesn't like penguins? Let's be honest. If you don't like penguins, you need help. And well, guess what? They go so crazy, they invade Canada. Who wouldn't expect this? I guess Big Fat Orange wanted to do some expansionism. Like, yeah, who even likes him? If you do, well, what did I just do? Well, if you do like him, you need help or you're crazy. And arguably both are just as bad. And well, quickly they invade Canada. Why Canada? Canada's the best nation on the planet. Definitely not any Canadian nationalism there. America's basically turning into the Orange Reich. Like, imagine an orange. Yeah. Can an orange even do government stuff? Well, apparently. Although nobody really seems to be bothered by it, so I guess Americans like it. They would do something if they didn't, wouldn't they? And well, quickly to invade southern Canada. Well, actually, no, Alberta revolts, because they think they're Americans, but I'm sure they'd realize fast. Oh, wait, why would we want to join them? They're literally just angry Canadians. Yeah, let's give them Saskatchewan, too. Angry farmers. Angry farmers don't like Canada. So does angry anyone. Everyone is mad at Canada, and Canada's great. And yeah, they take over Ontario and Quebec and Ottawa, the capital. Well, they don't take over Quebec. Quebec expands, but that's Quebec City and Montreal. And let's take over Vancouver. And everybody likes to watch these videos because they're so entertaining, I guess. As Canada collapses and America claims victory. And now they're like, yeah, down with this artificial border. Down with this artificial border. We will remove it once and for all. And yeah, he goes on a crazy speech. But honestly, has he ever had a coherent speech in his entire life? Let's just be honest. I don't think he knows what a coherent speech is. Though I probably shouldn't be saying much, because I don't think I'm giving very coherent speech now. And why did they take over Canada? Because this crazy guy is like, annex Canada, make the 51st state. And yeah, he doesn't know what he's doing. He probably doesn't even know he's alive or awake. And yeah, what else does a psychotic America do? They invade Mexico. Because Orange Man, the leader of the Orange People Reich, decides an invasion of Mexico is a necessity. And quickly they move in, blaming Mexico for drugs and stuff, and whatever else you can blame them for. Let's be honest, do they actually deserve this? They're just Mexico. It's a nice place, though, altogether, I bet. And then they invade to take Mexico City and Yucatan over. But Mexico's like, no, because who wants to join this? But there's nothing they can do but submit. It becomes known. And they crumble eventually after a takeover. Why did the takeover take so long, you may ask? Well, it didn't. And well, a lot of people are resisting because nobody likes crazy people. The leader's more psychotic than this America. And they'll say, oh, let's be Orange Kingdom is that, well, you can make fun of it as much as you want. It doesn't do much about it. It doesn't just invades places. Yes, Greenland is part of Denmark. Not you. Sorry. Very sorry. You wish it was, I bet. But let's go to Greenland. Enforce. Huh? That didn't age well. Now to fix this. Because this decides to mess with me. And not to make fun of America too much, but they're too easy to make fun of. The only good thing is, they're the majority of my viewers, I believe. Yeah. Although my views are like, don't exist now. sadly. But Greenland falls, and Denmark decides to back down. And after they back down, Greenland is annexed into the America gone psycho, even though they're already gone a little bit psycho. But not a big deal. Let's go to the Caribbean. Why? Well, Orange wants some more golf courses on tropical islands because he's so old. It gets cold in Canada and Greenland. He needs somewhere warmer for his bad muscles, probably. Me saying bad muscles, me not being able to walk. Wheelchairs are great. And they take over Cuba, and he's like, wait, I forget, what's the president's name? Other than, oops. I should probably looked into that before that. But, I'm the best president ever! I managed to take over Cuba and Jamaica. Vote Wild Mapper for President of the North American Union. I will give everybody free maps. Yeah. Doesn't sound as enticing. I will give everybody free cars and free houses. I think that's how to win. And then I'll realize it's impossible. And then I'll become one of those politicians that we laugh at. And then, well, it'll be all fine. And, well, Central America, he makes fun of them. He invades every country in Central America except El Salvador, because he needs to get his dissidents somewhere to go. He needs to get rid of his dissidents. And El Salvador is the perfect spot to put them. Yes, El Salvador. I don't want to go to El Salvador. That sounds bad. I'd rather go to Panama, to be honest. Panama seems nicer. Nicaragua, no. They seem too much. Not really great. And they slowly advance through. And Trump sends people to El Salvador from here, I bet. Yeah. Donald Trump sounds kind of evil, though. He has to be smart. He definitely has to be. There's no way you can manipulate that many people. He actually knows how to manipulate. How to manipulate people. Step 1, lie. Step 2, make them believe the lie. And step 3, watch Wild Mapper, even though that doesn't help you at all. But because it works well. And why are map videos great? Yes, maps. Hashtag maps. Hashtag mapping. Make mapping. Probably shouldn't say that. See, they left El Salvador alone. And Europe, he deems, isn't paying high enough tariffs. I don't know. But he goes to war with all of... Why is Austria? Why did I paint Austria? As he ends up at war with Germany, France, Spain, Portugal, Britain, Ireland. Yes, also keep in mind I got rid of NATO. And Denmark. You may ask what happens quick. Well, nothing happens instantly. And well, they land, Psychotic America lands there. And then attempts a landing in Spain and Portugal. And as it's a success, they continue their advance into northern Spain and down into Portugal. But they get pushed back. And pushed back more. But they land in southern Portugal. This time it goes a bit better. They take Lisbon, and then they take the coast of Portugal over. And then they completely occupy Portugal. With French forces arriving and pushing them back. But they manage to land in Ireland. And this goes really good because Britain decides not to do anything. And well, Multiple landings stall out in Britain, although one in Scotland just continues. And well, I guess he wants to get rid of Britishness. Because nobody likes Britain, let's be honest. Britain likes to invade stuff. Britain is definitely a nation we would need to disappear if we wanted world peace. You know who else? Maybe get rid of France. Let's get rid of Turkey, Greece, America. Let's also get rid of China, Russia, Russia, India, Pakistan, whoever can cause conflict, as they land in France, northern France. And why northern France, you may be wondering? Because, well, France is very nice and has very great beaches, especially when you want to take over the world. When you want to stop the world from being taken over, it has really nice beaches. Or at least maybe they don't, who knows, but they should. And well, France fell, and they decided to continue the front in Spain, taking Madrid and advancing on. But German forces, and what's left of French forces, launch an offensive in the south. And they started occupying territories, including southern Portugal and Madrid. And well, the forces decide to land in Denmark. 3 hours later, they 5 hours and 59 minutes, just beat Germany 6 hours. Yes. Why would we do that? Just because that's what America does. I think if the North American Union became a thing, I should actually become president of it, because I think I could do it. Doesn't make sense, though. As the forces take over big swaths of land, and the forces having to withdraw from Spain and parts of France, with all the forces surrendering at this point. Let's see the peace treaty of the country pretty quick. And they somehow managed to annex Venezuela and Colombia. Yes, you heard that right. Venezuela and Colombia. And well, how do we extend this video? Yeah, that's not working. Let's see. I need to get 100 views more often. I need to get the 3,500 subscribers. But instead, I lost subscribers. Yes. I guess I'm not good enough. Well, I am good enough, and I know I am. Oh, wait. Now I sound narcissistic. Probably should be careful. Now I sound like Orange Man. Great. I don't like Orange Man. But who does? Maybe the reason I'm not getting many views is because I've made fun of Trump that many times. It's not even funny. What if Trump wins the 2024 election? Oh my god, he's acting like that. He's acting like that. What if Mr. Trump was mature? But as you can see, there's a lot of work, especially when you just annexed everyone that would vote against you. Maybe you just let Alberta and Saskatchewan vote. And maybe like a right-wing area in Spain or something. Or maybe they just send everyone they disagree with all the way to Colombia. Or maybe Greenland. Throw all bad people to Greenland, he says. And they throw what they consider the bad people, even though he probably is. And well, that's all for today's video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Wild Mapper out, and on to subscribe. Bye, guys!